favors Roffle. I just think Roffle has a bit more experience on handling that Plasma, and I think Plasma is something that a lot of multiplayer players really stay away from, and it is a very different type of game. Then going forward, after this first game, I mean, there'll be plenty of time to talk about it, but I'm really curious how the stake and decks go. I think whoever loses this first game dictates. If Roffle loses, we're going gold stake. If Bean loses, we're going with another white stake game. But then obviously the other player will get to choose the deck and really throw the other one for a loop. So there's going to be a lot of mental game outside of the actual Balatro game, but I am just so excited. I'm excited for some leguming from both of these two in the PvPs as well.
Yeah, you'd think if the leguming was going to happen, it would happen on the front of the bean, and we are straight into our seed. Nothing huge on the skips, so I expect to see some simple small blind, big blind stuff, obviously. Much easier to get through these blinds with flushes and two pairs even, because the plasma stake scoring is just so much more accelerated in the early moments.
Yeah, and we see here Bean going for the flush, gets it, but you could have very easily gone for, I feel like, held that 10-9, and either you get the straight or you get the two pair, like Roffle just did. Either or, it doesn't matter. They both finish off in one. And here is a really interesting choice early on. That ice cream, obviously insanely powerful in Plasma for the first PvP. But that Scholar, if you do get any kind of re-triggering, could end up being actually more chips. And it's not going to obviously fade away.
No, but building into aces just kind of isn't in the bloodline of PvP players, I think.
Absolutely not. It is not something you're going to actively do, even with a Scholar, even trying to take a life.
Okay, so Bean did not open that standard pack where Roffle did, and Roffle found a glass king already.
I'm a little shocked. Bean's gonna find it anyway. It's not also Glass King in Major League Balatro. Glass is obviously powerful, but you can make them with justices. It's not like the end all be all here. But I'm really surprised because there could be something else in this standard pack. The thing is, Roffle's not gonna be able to afford the second standard and the Vagabond. So in the end, Bean kind of gets away with not looking in it. It's going to sell the ice cream because we can't really use Vagabond. If we have ice cream, we're just going to one-shot.
And Roffle taking that same path by the looks of things.
Yeah, I think it's I don't want to say no-brainer, but definitely the way forward. And at the end of the day, we end up in the same exact spot with being $1 up. So, worked out.
That dollar will be the difference maker in about 25 minutes time.
Maybe. I mean, who knows? There could be a negative blueprint in this upcoming shop that Roffle will... I think Roffle will still be able to afford it, selling the Vagabond, but... I'm a little surprised there with the card deletion choices. I know that's hyper-specific, but I definitely lean 9s and 7s are my two. They're not hackable. They don't work with 6 cents. Obviously, I cherish my 8 ball. So 9s and 7s are my early targets for deleting cards. So if we do get a hack, as Doc is kind of pointing out that being deleted those 2s immediately, it could benefit Roffle, although we already have 2 Glass Kings.
Yeah, I get so hung up on hack just because the retriggers are great, but in the early game especially, the amount of chips that you get from playing 2s and 3s and 4s and 5s is just so diminished compared to playing 10s and aces that it just feels like it's so much harder to sometimes just get through the small blind to the big blind. Obviously, there's probably less of a concern on Plasma where the scores are higher once they've been divided and multiplied by themselves, but even then, like a 2 triggering twice for 4 chips is worth 40% of what a single 10 is worth.
Yeah. I like this play by Roffle to just grab both, rip the Temperance, and now we can afford everything in this shop. We can make a couple of lucky cards, or we can shrink towards those kings. And that looks to be the path, and now we can open up that standard pack with $1 to spare. I mean, 8 ball here, obviously it's not nearly as good as the Vagabond, but if we get a Chad, you could see some insane tarot generation between the two. and we
Roffle
grab.
picks up the first purple seal with an ace.
I I think this game is headed to an interesting place. We have 8-ball, we have a purple seal. There could be a world where the person getting out of Vagabond first and deciding to build into money and not, forcing themselves to be poor is the correct decision. Obviously, taros are
Cloud
insanely
19
powerful,
fans rise.
but we could always make more tarot. Like, there's other ways to make tarot generation size Vagabond and being poor.
Yeah, it's kind of the point of we are looking for as many tarot cards as we can, basically to deck fix as much as possible. And it's how aggressively do we go towards deck fixing before we pivot to economy? And obviously, to some degree, having economy is deck fixing, but not in the same sense that when you're going through and re-rolling for tarot cards, that's expensive, whereas making them with Vagabond is free, but you don't have any economy to back you up at that point.
Yeah.
Unless you have Egg Temperance.
And a key difference here is Bean went with the full Temperance route to see a little bit farther in the shop. Roffle went with deck fixing, has a metric ton of kings at this point. I feel like I prefer Bean's side. I prefer getting the money there. Like, we're going to get enough deck fixing with Vagabond, but I don't hate it. Not really a critique. It could also make the difference in this upcoming PvP if Roffle just is able to throw a much easier 5 of a kind full of glass at Bean.
Yeah, because I don't think we've seen either player get any suit fixing yet. So those flush houses, flush 5 kind of stuff is not currently on the table. And of course, they have such high value in their base chips that it's just a huge effect on scoring if you can find that.
Roffle here not going to discard the purple seal, valuing that $6 we would get at the end of this round, especially with Vagabond. I think is an interesting decision that Bean is also going to have to face, but maybe making it a little bit easier is getting that flush with the hearts. Also had an 8 in it, and you put up a high amount of scoring so you know you're not going to die a little bit later in this blind.
And he does pick up a moon card. First potential suit fixing, although not everyone's favorite suit to build into.
No, I mean, they're already pretty committed to diamonds. I mean, the star is, like, you ideally want hearts because of Bloodstone, but at this point, it's very clear we have, 3 King Glass diamonds? We're gonna probably, I mean, it's very likely we see a flush 5 with 3 glass in the first PvP, which is kind of crazy to me. I will say this. Oh, go ahead, Gothic.
Yeah, Beam with Fibonacci is an interesting point to be like. You're going to get 12 times 12 points from that if you get enough kind of triggers on that, but it's not going to be humongous compared to even just like an ice cream or something.
You could play, maybe the angle for Bean is a flush house with like 2 8s in front of the 3 glass kings. That could be a lot of points with that Fibonacci. I don't know if it's more than the Acrobat. In a flush 5. I think it probably isn't. It's also a lot more work to obviously get that specific hand that enables the glass to be even better with the Fib. And now decisions for Mr. Roffle. We're going to see a reroll. We're now even in the shop. In terms of what we're gonna see, but obviously Bean could reroll when they get into this big blind shop.
And just picking up a couple of levels in flush and 4 of a kind. Obviously, the value of those levels much more in chips than they are in mult when you're playing on plasma. So any planet is kind of somewhat beneficial if you're playing still a wide variety of hands, but still just committing to the $0 path, may be able to pick up some really important tarot during the PvP, because generally you will get to spend more of your time seeing the way through the hands, because there's no limit to when the round's going to end because you're not up against the clock. You get to play all of your hands provided you're behind the other player in score, so there is some time to luxuriate during the PvP.
Yes. Really interesting here. The way, because Bean never used 8-ball and didn't get a tarot from 8-ball, they got the Justice and Star a little bit later than Roffle. They weren't able to put use either of those. They want him to put him on kings. They never drew any kings. So they end up, I think, getting no delayed value, no 8-ball value, missed out on a purple seal, missed out on 2 vagabond procs. That was pretty brutal for Bean. And let's listen to the Legumi now.
A lot of taros, but there's not much to do with them. So
I know the purple seal's been popping, right?
right, and nothing else.
Yeah, nothing else. I don't know what you're talking about though. I'm very happy with the taros I've been getting.
I
They're
don't
pretty
even
good taros.
think Roffle's Leguming there. The way his taros have come out
They're at
because
least,
of
like,
his ability to do
serviceable taros.
8-ball really benefited him.
Wow, maybe I spoke too soon.
Like, we've seen a lot of glass cards, a lot of kind of enhanced cards. How much are you committing to a giant
One of
score
these
here on
fellas.
the first PvP? With Bean going all in with these glass kings, 28,000 points.
Guess
How
you-
important is getting this life to you?
Yeah, I'm
in
playing
this
fast
situation
as I
right
can.
now?
Don't do it, Roffle. Don't do it.
I think there's an interesting
Alright.
dynamic that just played out, Gothic, that sways my decision. I personally, if I'm Roffle, I actually go for the life there. But if you are gonna sack it, and we do see we see a sock right away for both these players. If you are gonna sack it, do it like we just did. Roffle is now denied being 2 taros from Vagabond by quickly losing there. That is a total of 5 tarot cards being lost out to in Roffle through that ante. Luckily for Bean, I don't think any of them were absolutely critical, but it is important to note that right now Roffle has the deck advantage. Now, no glass broke, so we'll see.
And now we have idle decisions.
I mean, oops all 6s. There's a crazy play here where you go oops and sell Vagabond, but the idol showing up in a Vagabond game, you have to grab it. Your opponent's going to get idol online. There's already a sock in the shop. It's a must take. I think for Roffle here, wow, a mime also in a judgment for Bean. I think that it's just a tough choice for Roffle on what to sell here. I think you sell the 8-ball, but now what do you sell for the sock? I guess it's the juggler.
I mean, if you're taking sock for re-triggers, do you need Fibonacci for triggers?
Bean's side, I think, is easy. Yeah, you definitely just sell the fib.
Oh, sorry, we're on the left. Yeah.
Yeah. See, the UK, they drive on the other side. Everything's just flipped, you know. No, I did that several times last week. But yeah, it's a little bit of a tough choice for Roffle. I don't mind the Acrobat sale here. I like having delayed gratification over my opponent. Not that he knows he has it over their opponent, but I think this is actually going to benefit him. The juggler being foil also means we could just literally throw anything away, and we're going to beat the blind and get Vagabond value. These are all 3 jokers that you wouldn't mind keeping, but we do settle on selling that X3. Feels a little hard to do that down 1 life, in my opinion, but don't hate the decision from Roffle. I actually think these other 2 jokers are very valuable. Okay, the foil was way too much. The foil was way too much. I forget it. You should have sold the juggler. The whole advantage we had over Bean and the amount of taros we generated last ante is gone. I was thinking we were going to play high card. I didn't think we were going to play a full house.
And Bean now with a mime as well, so going to get some extra value out of those gold cards at the end of the round when Vagabond doesn't really play into things anymore.
Yeah, I mean, the sock is enough scoring that you probably can just throw away hands. And then we get a Hermit Temperance on Bean's side, which is just brutal. This is going to hamstrung Roffle in this blind because you want to hold on to both of those. So we're going to be minus, like... it's going to be a lot of taros. We do get that star card, which is huge. we do have many more Kings of Diamonds on Roffle's side. They're much more likely to hit this idol and take this life back, I will say. I think that might be all the Kings for Roffle.
And the Temperance Hermit value here is huge when he does get back out of this round into the shop.
Yeah, and the fact that we drew the purple seal, I think you go Temperance Hermit, discard the purple seal, and then just win the round.
Yeah, it's one tarot card lost from Vagabond, or one tarot card gained from the purple seal, right? But you're getting $6 out of delayed gratification.
I think Roffle just played that wrong. I think if the using the Temperance, getting the one purple seal is just straight up more money than the delayed gratification. Like you said, it was a 1-for-1 trade. That was a mistake. 10 of clubs versus 10 of diamonds for Roffle. The fact that it's 10 of diamonds is quite a bit better because we could flush house with those the glass kings. And we have a lovers upstairs to do so. I guess
Being with a lovers and a death card.
Yeah, now Bean is going to be able to do the same thing if they so wish. Vagabond games can be stressful because that one play, especially on Plasma, that one play we just saw of scoring too much could legitimately just lose you the entire game. Now Roffle is also going to have to take this telescope, which you don't really necessarily want. Never mind. Decides on the reroll, risks not getting Vagabond value in the PvP. Turns out to be a great play because we get a death. So we probably can get rid of this strength, in my opinion. We have death and lovers. Probably using the death on a King Glass card, again, to complete that flush house. Being obviously still has the big blind to play, is going to throw on a little hiker. There we go.
And he's on Queen of Diamonds for his idol.
And Queen of Diamonds is probably not like the best hit ever, but the fact that it's a face card means that all of a sudden maybe we are going to win this. That stinks. That's something that could happen in both the order, with the order change, and the vanilla idol that we play with, where it can just choose a rank that benefits one player that doesn't benefit the other with Sock. And that's the RNG you get in Balatro. So I do think being pretty likely to take this PvP because they happen to hit a face card. Going back a second here, I am confused by the hiker play. Hiker does not matter on Plasma, and you may hear that and be like, what do you mean it doesn't matter? Chips matter on Plasma. If you end up shifting the molt like we already have so early in the game, chips literally do nothing. Hiker would actually be better on a non-Plasma game right now than it is in this game. The only thing it did was cause Bean to one-shot and lose tarot value, which probably to great relief for Roffle's game.
Maybe he's just taking it to block all the other uncommons so he can find a specific uncommon he's looking for. You gotta go real big brain.
You could do that. I mean, you could just be throwing them on face cards so you can beat blinds without playing your glass or something, but I don't feel like you could accomplish that with levels. Yeah.
Either didn't get Vagabond value this
Go
time.
ahead and listen in.
See.
Roffle only has...
are a bit behind on queue from where we should be.
I only missed
glass.
a few. I just missed another one, though, as I'm saying that. Unlucky.
Ooh, trying to hold some
Oh,
cards.
Roffle got rid of the
Yeah.
lovers.
You got big plans here?
So
I do.
probably not even going
I
for
do.
the...
I'm feeling confident in this
So
one.
probably just going to go for the glass
Let's see.
kings.
But that may be...
You more of a queens or a kings fella?
Well, after I found the Baron, I went Kings.
Right.
There's the leguming we love so
Yeah,
much.
with all the judgments we got and that other Joker that appeared.
Well, no, the
Baron
rare
looks
skip.
real nice. Oh, of course. Of course.
I think if you're Roffle, you have to use the strength here.
Okay.
You can't go much longer without getting Vagabond
I mean-
value, Purple Seal value.
I messed up a little bit. That's not smart.
That's
of me.
alright. I forgive you. Even if chat doesn't.
I appreciate it. Surely I don't regret this again. You can't play those three hands quick enough. Plus, you were feeling confident. You gotta be able to fight against this.
Your idol hit?
It's always a hit with Vagabond.
He knows.
That's true.
And I think the thing is, if you're Roffle, you could also be suspecting that being just straight up strength the 10 of diamonds that your idol hit into a jack, and that immediately means if you did that before the idol hit, the idol would have hit jack of diamonds, actually went all the way up to a queen for bean, which I assume was just 2 strengths. We do... Yeah, we don't have a flush 5. We only have... Oh, wait. I was wrong. It did an update.
Stars card.
Did your idol hit?
I think
I
this
didn't play
would
many
be
of my
enough.
idol cards. You know, the other cards in my deck are kind of competing with it.
Sorry, I'm trying not to botch a Vagabond again. I don't want to get laughed at.
He's not... Oh,
He's not gonna
it's
play
not
this-
going to be
he's gonna
enough
move
if he
this
does
king out.
this. It's so hard to know the math on Plasma. I get not wanting to risk the glass. Oh, I mean,
Miss
that's
the
the other thing
10.
Plasma deck
Yeah, let
does.
me
Is just
kill
you
the
have no
Vagabond
idea what
value
you're
again.
scoring, to be completely honest.
He found one of his diamond 10s. The other one is in the bottom 5 cards of his deck. He just didn't want to commit to the 5 of a kind glass and wanted the idle value.
Oh, man. But the thing is, the idol wasn't on the face. I feel like you...
88 million, huh?
It's hard to do the math. You have no.
You have to
I
know
have
that,
no
like, so you're gonna
concept,
risk
yeah.
3 glass and then probably not score enough because you didn't hit a face card
Well,
with
with
your
the
idol.
Chad and the sock, I have
And every
Like
broken glass here
7
is one
extra
fewer chance
triggers,
for your
so you
idol
can-
to hit it in the
Oh
you
future.
my
can compare
gosh.
to that.
And now we're gonna get broken glass and just lose. I mean,
That was...
wow.
It's hard to do the math.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my
Jason.
gosh.
Yep.
And now we have another complication. We have Ancient Joker, just to throw another wrench into things. Now you're gonna be trying to get your idol, your ancient, and glass all to be synced up. One thing that could benefit us a lot right here would be maybe a DNA. Yes, this is one of the hardest types to pilot because Ancient's actually, Ancient's actually the least important item here. With it only being 1.5, so if your idol hits King of Diamonds and your King of Diamonds are glass, you just go with that. Ancient's just kind of like a bonus. Honestly, I think there's an argument to even sell Ancient for any kind of retrigger. Maybe even just a photo.
Well, the 10 hand size is certainly a luxury for now.
Very nice. Another thing here is we
There's
have this
nothing worse.
mime on Beanside. This chariot with the mime could end up just straight up being the difference in some PvPs. Mime was in a judgment.
And he's
Also
got
very good for gold.
the
coin.
extra foil on his idol where Ruffle doesn't. Just the small little things that are going to make their ability to get greedy within these small blinds and big blinds that little bit harder.
Now, Gothic, this is a weird... Like, I don't mind lovering the kings, but in a weird world, it doesn't really matter, in my opinion. Well, if you have 5 glass, because you just always play the 5 glass kings. But I guess there could be a weird place where you don't want to risk it or to get out of blinds.
Yeah, because if you keep that Lovers while you've got Vagabond in hand, you can have a chance at generating one of the other 22 tarot cards, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And
Lovers
like
is
it's a after you.
no, it's just not important right now. If anything, I'm thinking maybe I put the Lovers on like a queen or a jack. If I get an off hit, then maybe it works with Ancient and Idol because my glass isn't on those jacks and queens. I don't know. It's one of those things when you really think about it. I don't know if there's a world you're ever playing the Lovers. Of course, if our glass all breaks, it's a different story, and that is something we have to consider slightly.
Well, Roffle now has King of Diamonds on his Idol, Hearts on his Ancient.
We're gonna
Maybe
have
there's a world where he plays enough glass. Like if he's got 4 glass and a wild, that one wild is going to make a little bit of difference into playing a 5-card hand if he can't find that last glass card.
It is, and we didn't get the idle hit for Bean. So this is a clear skip for Roffle. We do have 5 glass now with that final death, I believe. We only had 1 break, right? Or was it 2?
I think it was just 1 when he played his last large hand.
Yeah, so this should be a life for Roffle. Even if Bean's idle... Well, actually, of course, if Bean's idles hits... Bean actually may take it with just like a steal in hand. Honestly,
So
the
now
free
Roffle having the big skip debate.
it would have been so nice if the rare skip was in this big blind for Roffle, because I mean he almost debated just taking the rare skip to take the rare skip. Now seeing that your idol is going to hit on the second blind, you kind of wish you would have taken the rare skip over this free shop. Although again, this free shop with Vagabond, not a terrible skip. I mean it's not better than playing out the blind, but it could be a lot more useless.
I think an interesting observation, even though both players have been basically playing at a 0 bank balance this whole game to get their Vagabond value, we can still see through the overlay both have spent well over $150. And so there is still money to be spent. It's just like finding it through your gold cards, your hermits, your temperances, rather than just rocking up for interest value like we so typically would.
Yes. Great hand for being here. You're going to get $3 from that gold seal. Going to get $6 from the gold card. Gets a death. Although that death may... Oh, no. We used the death that Roffle saw already. So, yeah. Yeah, and I didn't mention it early on, but I do feel like the Vagabond game also kind of favors Bean, who is someone who... in Balatro multiplayer all the time it is very focused on the min-max of every single blind, and Vagabond is this intense mini-game of min-maxing. No idle hit though for Bean, so this PvP almost guaranteed to go to Roffle, especially with only 43 cards in the deck. We actually have a much fatter deck on Bean's side, unless I'm reading them wrong.
Yeah. No, Bean's got 49 right now, but Roffle, so he's going to draw 10 cards, that takes him down to 33.
Yeah.
If he discards 15, that takes him down to 18. If he plays another 15, that takes him down to 3 cards he won't see if he gets through absolute perfect play and discards. Although, of course, if he's holding 3 of his, or 4 of his Glass Kings of Diamonds, he'll need to discard only 4 cards rather than 5, so...
Yeah.
But holding a hand of 10 cards means it's actually possible to throw 5 cards every time because he's not limited by an 8-card hand.
Exactly. Let's listen in.
Using it that I just like forget it exists sometimes.
Right.
It's a hard habit to break.
I get that. I play so much with timer, it's just the button's right there and you're waiting for your opponent.
No, I only do that to Vagabond to hurry him up when we're on gold stake and he's desperately searching for idle hits.
That's a good point.
The death is nice.
Some
for
people
Roffle.
call it cyberbullying.
Now we
I
can
don't know.
bottom deck one of the kings here. I would throw away 5 cards. What is Roffle doing? There's no reason to hold that bonus card at all.
No, we're not going to play 2 5-card hands.
No, and we're guaranteed to hit another King of Diamonds. At this point in time, there's legitimately no reason to hold either one of them.
All right.
Now, the thing is, Roffle won't have to play all the glass because of the idle hit. They would only need to play, like, one, if Bean gets a chariot card, 2 glass.
So what
the
was
thing
it?
is,
I gotta
again, the
know.
math is so much
I
more
gotta know.
difficult on Plasma. I don't
Did
know
I
if
lose
Roffle's
off
going to be
that?
able to calc that.
You gotta let me know. Your
Lose
idle
off
could
what?
still miss.
Huh?
Your idle could still miss. Or did we skip? What did you skip for? It was. You want to tell me? You want to tell me if it was a smaller the big blind? That free shop could be nice.
Who says I skipped?
I had a little birdie telling me. They're not in chat, by the way. They're in the game. Jimbo told me.
Well, I need to figure out a way to shut that guy up.
Yeah, it is interesting tech being able to go and look at the extra multiplayer jokers in the collection to see how many times your
I don't know,
opponent
I'm
has
on 2
skipped.
lives, man. What do you want from me?
Yeah, going down to 1 against an idol is definitely scary.
One break is totally fine for Roffle. Bean knows they can't score that because they kind of know
It's
their
only a
base
fraction
score
of my
based off
power.
of
I see.
last round is 88 million. So easy discard for Beans. Beanus, as Doc
Okay.
would call him.
Well, you're gonna regret skipping because I'm gonna inform you. Idol did happen to hit again.
That's a shame.
But even the negative leguming,
Yeah, leguming, even when it's
Surely
going
you
to be
didn't find a
proven
net
false in
negative
like 1
blueprint
second,
in the shop.
is crazy.
Ooh, yeah, skip. That's the thing.
That's
with
just
skipping
pure mental
is there's
torture to
always a net
Roffle
negative
for no
blueprint coming
reason.
up.
I mean, even when I don't skip, there is one, it turns out.
All right.
Ruffle,
See you soon.
ruffling his brow in understanding of what just happened.
It's really interesting to see the difference between these two players, be the juggler and the mime. Like the mime, I think due to the paintbrush is just better. If we didn't have that paintbrush, I think the juggler might be better just because it makes it so much easier to draw your hands. As the game goes later, though, this juggler's definitely going to be less needed. I think hallucination, crazy enough, could be a pull here, but yeah, you also get to pop
Even
the
more
juggler.
tarot generation.
Yep, another purple seal. It's foil for Bean because they do have the Hone voucher. We also grabbed the Tarot Merchant, which we weren't able to grab. And that, to me, on Bean's side, that may lead to Bean getting out of the Vagabond a little bit sooner. I don't know. I feel like if we're going to hold Vagabond, that Tarot Merchant is not actually that ideal because there are still jokers that drastically improve our score. Chad, Photo, Dusk, Seltzer, being the big 4.
I think at this point with Vagabond, you kind of need that one perfect confluence of like, okay, I've got 2 or 3 tarot cards that mean I can get my money to $60. That's the time I pivot away. Until you kind of have that nest egg to go, okay, I can make my interest now. I'm not sitting around kind of $12 or $14 awkwardly. You just kind of commit to Vagabond until it's really easy to step away from it.
Yeah, and that's what Tarot Merchant could do, is like give Bean that easy out whenever you want. But if that point never comes, we don't see a good econ joker for Bean. This Tarot Merchant could be the difference between seeing and not seeing those kind of core jokers we went over that win Ruffle the game. Because right now with Vagabond, it is very easy to turn our deck into a bunch of Glass Kings.
Of course, Bean needs to remember to play the exact right amount of value to get out of the blinds, not mistakenly playing a pair rather than a flush, which we've all done it once in our lives. Just deciding exactly how much greed he wants to get, whether he wants to play a gold card or a glass card, hold the 2 cards that he's holding rather than get a new Vagabond card. But gets a lot of value out of the Mime and those gold cards in hand.
And gets a Temperance with the Fool at the end, so we can search in this shop. I wonder the plan for Roffle here to get out. They haven't drawn the clubs that I think they wanted to. Oh, you know what? All of a sudden, I'm taking back my Lover's Claim, by the way. Gothic, because right now I feel really happy to have those Lover Kings to just get me out of the blind. So, you know what? I take back. It was probably worth the couple tarots that we used them on.
And like, there's nothing that stops those becoming Glass Kings down the line anyway.
No. It was just more of like, could we have put him on a lower rank to be our way out? Oh my god, a Death Fool, which we don't get the Temperance Fool value to kind of end the round, but right now Roffle's sitting in a spot that they may have all the glass they need for the rest of the game. A Blue Seal.
43 cards against Bean's 50 now.
Yeah. A difference in this game, Gothic could just be the flush 5 levels. King of Diamonds.
It will do a lot.
Hitting. This, in a way, could be bad for Roffle if it ends up hitting very next blind for Bean and just Bean getting value. We're in that position again where we have to make this weird decision on a skip. Or for Roffle, excuse me. And we are getting out of the Vagabond now. We see the Reserved with the Mime, and we feel that that is good enough to give us money to search the shop for tarots and jokers. Yes, the flush levels, or the plant levels matter less on Plasma, because as we said, chips literally do nothing on Plasma once you build yourself in the Mult. The only thing it's doing is that base score that you're Xing a bajillion by. And the thing is, like, 28 Mult to start versus 14 Mult to start is an X2. It is like having an extra glass, but less impactful.
So I think Roffle has currently 13 King of Diamonds, which is just about a third of his deck, a little less than.
Yeah.
And so it's a big gamble to not skip here, because 2/3 of the time you're not finding the King of Hearts in that draw. The King of Diamonds. Because
Roffle took neither of the early lives, the first 2, and went down to 2, I think this is a must skip. You can't, Bean kind of said it, you can't go down to 1 life on an idle game, because it's just, it makes the game so impossible to traverse. I think once you're on 2, you kind of feel like you're always skipping for that idle hit. And you just have to take the chance. Oh, Vagabond came back.
And he does commit to the skip, as we mostly expected him to.
And we get a hit for Bean. I really think the key difference is Bean may take this life just due to Chariots and Mime. We have 2 steel cards in the deck for Bean. We have a 9 hand size, so we could easily fit both of those Chariots, and that is a 2.25x times 2.25, which is something like, I don't know, 4.1 something, maybe.
2.25 twice is 4.5, plus the extra bit on top.
You're right. You're right. It's the extra bit on top of 4.5, huh?
And Bean getting more levels with a Fool card if he does want to get another Flush House level, although obviously with the Idol you want Flush 5, not the Flush House.
I remembered about the Dimer this time. Are you proud of me?
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's nice to know.
Was there ever a world where Roffle could play 5 of a kind twice?
But
there is, but that's only an X2, and I just don't think that's worth it.
But this time I mean it.
Okay, let me hit.
There's a rare in shop.
Oh, okay. So you sold the idol for Smiley?
You know what? Got Ryan in the chat.
Roffle
He's-
drew his
he's still
very
through me
best
this game.
possible hand
Oh.
right away, which is
Is that
kind of
legal?
nice for Vagabond
You're gonna
value
have to
for
talk to Zeno
Roffle,
on that one.
actually.
I'll give you a nice warm-up hand here.
And Bean's deck is
Just wanna
thicker.
be with
He
Baron.
might just not find every piece that he needs. He obviously has Death Fool though, so he's probably
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
Death Fool
bad
is
warm-up.
probably fine. That probably means he also gets to hold on to the steals. 2 crunch.
Got a little bit of
Again,
my
we have
own.
9. It's not the end
I
of
have
the
no
world.
idea what
Does
it
make it harder
scores
for Idle to hit.
because Plasma's confusing.
Roffle here gets a Justice immediately from Vagabond. Honestly, Roffle should probably be playing to make sure they get all the Vagabond value. At least one more. If you want to scare Bean into thinking you possibly could have another big hand, which just seems outlandish. Star card, not really gonna matter.
Well, I should
We do have 1 steal in hand, and do I dare say the difference is that extra 1.5x from Mime?
Baron right now.
But we have level 3
Yeah, it doesn't
flush
make-
5 on
That's what I
Raffle's
was hoping
side.
for.
Is that
Like, I know I
1.5x
can't
more
beat you in
molt
idle seats
at the
that time
start?
before the Baron showed up.
It's so hard to know the math, especially
Right,
on
in that
Plasma.
rare skip.
There's so many variables.
I think Raffle has this by like
Alright, here's my
a
hand.
very, very, very small amount. No. No, the Mime
Oh.
did do it.
What was the what were the decimal points? I think that's one singular
Oh.
flush
yeah,
5 level.
0.6, so that's about a 5%.
Yeah, that's a single flush 5 level. Yours is at 4
Nah,
right
I
now,
got
right?
level 1.
You got okay, you just had more steel.
Oh,
than
you know
me.
what it is? I had a hiker. I got 10 extra chips on a couple of kings.
That's not
That's
what
not-
it is, chat. Don't listen to that.
Probably
It's-
that added some on
It's
plasma.
steel
propaganda.
because I've got a level 3 flush 5.
Oh.
Well, there is another level immediately.
All right.
It stinks that this game came down. Raffle used the judgment and actually got some decent hits early, and Bean just happened to use the judgment in Anti 2 and got a Mime. And that stinks, but you know, Bean. There are claims that Bean is often lucky, and the thing is, players that are really good often come off lucky. In this circumstance, we can say Bean got lucky. Another idle hit for Roffle. I mean, it's so tough. It's so tough. You could maybe death a steal here in a crazy turn of events, or you could continue to deck thin and play these out and risk it.
I mean, if you know that you didn't win the last round, do you just kind of continue to deck fix and hope that you can find maybe 2 flush 5s or
Did Bean saw the red seal, right? You got to play it now. You cannot skip now if you're Raffle. You have to strength that into you have a lot to do to that. You need a strength, you need a justice, and we need some death. So this just became very tough on both these competitors. And now Bean's in a position where if their idle hits, they can skip without doing that to the red seal. I think if you're Raffle, you have to get that queen to a king before you go into this PvP.
that's just waiting on there's so many things that need to go right with your tarot draws to get that to where it needs to be.
Yeah.
And at this point, being now well over $100 ahead spent on Roffle, so possibly getting out of the Vagabond earlier, giving him that opportunity, especially watching these gold cards tick up at the end of the round. He's just going to have so much more.
To be fair, a lot of that difference has come from the Mime and gold cards before, even with having Vagabond. So Bean has just been in a better place ever since getting this Mime from the Judgment. In fact, I will say where Bean hasn't gone lucky is that the idle hits have been very consistent for Raffle versus Bean. Is that Queen of Diamonds? Do we have 5 Queen of Diamonds on Bean's side?
He hasn't played his big blind yet, right?
No. I was just curious if there's any world that we played out with the red seal. Roffle forgetting about their purple seal. You saw the big frustration. In a game like this, where especially when you have this red seal, every tarot seemingly matters. So it is something to get frustrated about. Tower. Not even really anything to put the tower on. May have to risk a glass here, which, well... Oh, wait, our idol's
King of
on
Diamonds
king.
in
Yeah,
place,
yeah.
So
Yeah, never
a
mind.
full
My
house
bad.
with kings and queens would be fine, I'm sure.
No strength thus far for Bean, but obviously Roffle still with the Vagabond generating quite a few more tarots. It hit King of Diamonds again for Roffle, which is just brutal. It feels like, okay, if I don't skip, my opponent turns the red seal into a king. If I do skip, then it doesn't hit in the final round, and it doesn't matter that I turn a red seal into a king. It's one of those things where it's a good thing that it hit, but it now presents itself a very difficult decision. There's also a world where Ancient lines up for being here in the final big blind, which would also lose you the game. But that seems much more unlikely.
I just want Bean to get through these two hands so we can see if this idol's going to hit for him.
We don't find the red...
He's going to need a strength and a fool.
Yeah, so now we can get a strength or a fool from our Vagabond.
But no, he's just glassing another king.
We have 10.
7 of diamonds on the idol hit for Bean.
Oh, if Roffle skips, they just win there, but obviously it's so hard to know that. Oh, and 7 of diamonds is... It feels like something that could hurt Roffle. I will say the decks are a little bit closer now. It's 43-46.
That's 40-46.
42-46. I mean, to be fair, Roffle has, like, any face card hit, which is majority of the deck now, is good enough.
A huge Eris level out of that tarot card there.
This trio instead of faceless seems like the wrong thing for Bean. But maybe Bean's thinking that, oh, Roffle's idol's not going to hit because mine didn't. Just a single strength is all we're looking for. Now, we could bail here. We could Temperance Hermit and be able to search the shop a little bit, and that is the decision we're going to make. It's a painful one, because we still had 3 tarots more we could have maybe looked at. But that is just too much money to pass up. Oh, we also had $4. We had no
Dusk
choice.
is in that shop.
Well, then all of a sudden I say Roffle's the one getting lucky here, and let's stop calling Bean lucky. The issue is I do think Bean's had 9 rerolls. He does have the tarot voucher, but that I think
King of Diamonds. King of Diamonds.
All right, we're still in it. Just slightly better deck manipulation on Roffle's side, if I'm honest. Like I don't know how we had that 6-card advantage even when they both had Vagabond. I do know the Bean got denied a little bit of value at points, but I think it was also the decision of when we said early, we did the Temperance Fool on Bean's side versus the Strength Fool on Roffle's side. We just have a lot more King of Diamonds. We used Fool on Hangman a couple times where Bean, I think, used it for money, and it's worked out for Roffle.
I think Roffle also got more glass earlier, and so some of his broke where Beans didn't.
We sold out of the Vagabond. I don't love that from
Last
Roffle.
life, innit?
It is, but I don't know.
Heck.
I guess because your idle hit,
It is
same thing for
scary for
Roffle,
you,
it
isn't it?
assumes your
All
opponent
it
hit.
takes is
That's
your
probably
idol
what happened
missing and
there.
mine hitting, and it's over.
Yeah, fortunately it's a vagabond suit,
Well,
so we don't have
business
to worry
card
about
is a
that,
nice
right?
get.
It always
If he
hits.
does
It
make it
always-
through this
it
round, he's
always
going to
hits.
have way more money than he would
So
have
it's just who
otherwise.
can score more here.
And
I
he
guess.
will make it through this round.
Well, it didn't work out well for me last time.
It's gonna
Who'd you rather
be
steal
about
here?
Fear the
almost
steal last time is
E15.
my concern.
Oh,
Oh no, wait, we don't have the
Yes,
steal in
we
hand
can.
this time. It's probably the same score
Could
almost.
be.
Yeah,
It's
just a
and you
little
just-
bit
8
higher.
rather
Just
than
always had that to
3.4,
start off.
whatever
Yeah,
it
so
was.
2x.
I get it.
Mm-hmm. Someone's got to get things started. I think they wrote a whole song about that.
It originally was not Let's Get It Started, chat, but don't look up what it originally was because it did not age well. It didn't age well
No.
at the time, which is saying something.
Yeah, the song was not written about getting it started, but it was heavily
that's
edited down the
cool.
line.
It wasn't
I
even
don't know
that
what
far
to
down the
say.
line. I think it was like 6 months later. They're like, what did we
I guess
do?
you've gone up to E8 here, so I just need to add
Anyway.
this.
Ruffle needs to be playing some face cards here. Get some money.
It should be
Generate some
more.
value.
You don't get another one of those, do you?
Oh, why would I throw the first one without a second one?
Right. Just intimidation factor on that first one.
And Ruffle gonna get through the whole deck.
And we drew
Plays
the
high
blue
card
seal.
to find the purple seal so he can use his last discard for it.
All right. Ship
It
it.
gets a goal. Hey, you know what? That's honestly probably a pretty good hit for Ruffle here.
Had you raised
Again,
your
we
hand
need
in
as
that?
much money as we can.
Nope, not really.
I think you were shivering your timbers.
No, I had a better hand on the follow-up. I wasn't worried at all.
Okay.
Honestly, I wonder if I tried just telling the truth against Bean, it would throw them off. Like, just be, like, almost blatantly too.
The double bluff.
The double bluff, exactly. Anyway, nice Hermit there for Roffle, but obviously Bean is also going to see it. It is more beneficial for Roffle, so we're going to get into some math here, chat. I apologize. So, because rerolls get more expensive as you use them, the more money you have, the less important the next dollar is. So that $20 for Roffle was much more important proportionally to where they were than it was to Bean. Sorry for the math. I know Doc promised you all there'd be none of it, but there's a little bit.
All right, Ruffle making 2 red seal glass queen of diamonds now.
Yes. I kind of like the hallucination instead of the tribe. What do you think, Gothic? Like, again, we know we're on 1 life. We saw how close to 1 PvP was. But I want... Oh, there we go. We get the strength. We get the strength. Okay. And, more importantly, did Bean not draw their red seal? They have 2 red seals. Did they not draw it for the justice? Well, they have the justice in hand.
They're
but-
gold at the moment. They're both gold. So he has
Oh, and a
justice in
death.
hand.
So it'll
there's
be
room for
even.
him to make 3 if
Yeah.
he can get his idol to hit. Now, Ruffle can see through his whole deck, but there might be a world where he has to play the glass kings to find the glass queens, which is obviously unideal.
With 10 left, we're about to have 12 and only a couple PvPs left. It's not the end of the world. Again, the one thing that adds to this, Gothic, is if we didn't have Idol, we'd be like, well, 12 glass, 2 PvPs. If I lose 2, it's totally fine, even if they always break. But with Idol, every break does kind of hurt you, because it's less chance of it hitting. Also, this may win. Okay. There's no way that Bean doesn't draw theirs. They already did it. They made a glass. They deathed it. So we have 2 red seal glass on Bean side.
Ruffles are now kings.
There we go. And we have a good hand to play to get out of here. So it's 2-2. They both have the same amount. Is Bean's gonna roll all the way down in case this is a Wraith. The old multiplayer attitude. We get 3 of diamonds for Roffle, no idle hit. It is an idle hit for Bean, which obviously scary, but it could benefit by Roffle. And he opens it right away, and there is a Wraith. And
see how mad he is about it.
That's why you sometimes roll a little bit. You can't not use it here, I don't think. I think you ectoplasm then. If you're gonna skip it, I ecto. Personally, Gothic.
Yeah, because Roffle doesn't have as much steel to support him in that extra hand size.
Yeah, we have 10, so if it hits the tribe, it hits business card. I mean, honestly, I sell tribe, but if it hits either one, it isn't like the end of the world. I mean, here, because of the Wheel of Fortunes, Bean can actually ectoplasm and guarantee it hits Ancient or Sock. Thing is, Ancient has done nothing for us in a PvP thus far, and it's not going to do anything in this one. So, Ancient's kind of like a whatever hit. You're not going to... Obelisk! Oh, very, very lucky. Vagabond is somewhere cheering. And you know what? If these players get the same exact hand, Obelisk could be the difference maker, right? Just like the tribe could be.
Like, how many hands does he have left to play? And what is his most played hand? Is it just flush 5, or is it high card or pair?
It's probably high card from the Vagabond. You'd have to play pairs only, likely, which is not super simple. Obviously, none of this matters if we do not get the idle hit from Roffle's side.
And our survey says
King of Diamonds.
King of Diamonds.
All right, and neither of them get the right suit, so we go in this completely even, but Bean obviously up a Mime with steel availability and an Obelisk that could scale to 2x. If Bean gets 2 steel, is all they need for that Mime to outscale this Acrobat. And they obviously have the larger hand size, so it very much can happen.
And Ruffles flush 5, I think level 7 there.
The family instead of the tribe. We do, by the way, despite Bean rolling...
Get Ancient. We don't need Ancient anymore, right?
It could hit in the final PvP. Photo over Ancient. Can we afford it? Or photo over Acrobat works as well, especially with the red seal. That's the difference. That's this PvP in Roffle's favor now. The Mime all of a sudden offset by that photo, which will trigger 3 times for an X8. We would need 3 steel to make up for that on Bean's side, which is possible, actually. Maybe I spoke too soon. And then the family, you need another 2 steel. Oh, man. We're going to listen in. I'm not going to try and do the math. Just enjoy it.
Mod, there's a Joker that scales based on the amount of skips you take. So it skips versus your opponent. Okay. That's how I was able to tell if you skipped or not, because in the collection.
Zeno! Rampant cheating allegations happening in Major League Balatro.
We're trying to get more bans, more things banned from Major League. No buffering, and skip off's gone after this match, I think.
It is confirmed gone after this match. I forgot after the last one to do it. You can clip it and send it to Bean.
Well, I guess it depends if you got another one of these or not.
Wow, Bean shipping that one without the red seals to force turn order to me is a little nutty.
Okay.
Gothic.
I would expect nothing less.
Because their glass breaking matters.
Also missing out on going from a 1x to a 2x on your obelisk by the time you've played 5 hands.
I think he actually did it to gain the obelisk value, but my issue with this is glass breaking makes it harder for your idol to hit. Like, our idol should be hitting every time, but it's a little scary.
The PvP rounds? What was that?
You don't.
Okay.
Roffle sees every card in the
You
deck,
might as well play down to dusk.
so guaranteed to get both red seals. Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just get rid of one glass. The way Roffle did that was not ideal. You can decide if you need to actually get rid of 3 cards here. Or... Alright, you get both.
Alright.
I don't know what the math is here. The photo
Nobody
versus the
does.
mime.
Actually, I don't think I need the dusk here.
What?
Quick math.
Ooh.
I've been doing a
Wait,
lot
we
of
have
mana
3
for
red
it,
seals
so-
on Bean's side? I didn't realize all 3 were kings. Oh, no. I don't know.
That was a lot of broken glass.
20.
Still got 1 glass red seal
How does
though.
he keep doing it?
I think Bean wins this by an X2. We'll see.
What suit did you go for?
Hearts.
Oh my god, Bean's red seals may not break because of the order
That's a
they're
shame.
positioned in. We'll see.
Could have been spades.
I guess so. Yeah. Huh.
Like, what are we debating, Bean?
It's so close. I mean, Bean could decide to build up Obelisk more, or make sure they go for 5 red seals. That actually could be a crazy play because
Right, that's-
we're down to 1 on
I'll get
Raffle's
there,
side.
right? Probably not.
So you think Bean just
Doing
kind of
math
passes
aloud?
this round?
No.
Daniel, can we get a ruling?
I didn't.
I think maybe.
Math is for nerds anyway. Do you really want to be caught being a nerd in front of chat?
You're right.
You just gotta grip it and rip
Yeah,
it.
you gotta put this one there because this one's going and this one's going, and then we just. do
If
this
that
one
happens,
versus-
if Bean somehow avoids the red seals breaking,
Enjoy your gold seal farm.
Oh,
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 it was just enough. It was just enough.
I really
mime.
didn't think that was enough. I really didn't think so.
Well, you got me,
Wait.
unfortunately.
You're not gonna like what put the nail in the coffin.
It was the obelisk. The obelisk won it. Vagabond, go
could
go
it have been?
annoy Bean. Go Vagabond. Go in his chat right now
There's one way to
until
find
he
out.
responds to you.
I guess so.
What a game, Gothic.
all right,
It all
everyone
came
through
down
that
to-
Time that I have
before
left
game
will
2.
make up the difference,
Yeah.
right?
A lot of it came
Oh
down
god,
to
they all broke. Oh, it's
the mime.
It's
the
difference.
obelisk. You just won't get it. No.
It was from a wraith, and I decided to keep
I
it.
was-
Normally, I just frame one, sell that.
I mean, it wasn't just. It was the mime just as much as the obelisk, though, right? Because 2x, you were more than 2x over me, so you could have sold the obelisk and been fine.
How did your idol keep hitting? Wait. I'm
No,
looking
I
at
just
the deck
shattered like
here.
I think I lost maybe 8
He
pieces
lost
of glass in the
8
last
glass
blind.
here.
I see. You have been playing at every PvP. I haven't been
Yeah,
playing as much.
I had 2 red seals. I think I lost 3 in the first one, and then no, I think I maybe shattered 4 in the first hand, and then all 3 I think broke on the last one. I discarded a lot of glass. Like I had at one point like 15 or more than double this number of kings.
Yeah, there was just that vagabond was locked in, the 8-ball and the tarot tycoon. There's so many tarots in that seed. It's kind of crazy. So that was just a flush 5 with
Yeah,
idol.
I
notion.
didn't hit an ancient joker a single time.
Same. I didn't use it once.
Yeah.
It was just sitting there. We both
The
went
one time
diamonds.
it hit one singular, like I'm not even talking like even for the blinds, I think it hit one singular time and it hit like a 3 of diamonds as well.
Yeah, I mean we were both going king of diamonds and both dealing with that.
Okay. So you know what? That's what I get for trusting you. I think I almost brought it back with the if I didn't see the mime. Where did the mime come from?
Judgment.
It was double. I fooled a judgment actually, so it was pretty hidden. I
Okay.
thought you had it honestly because you were talking about the Baron, and I'm like, oh, he probably saw the mime, and that's why he's bringing up the Baron because it's a high card seed. You really got me.
Well, I only had 1 steal, so it wasn't gonna be worth it to.
I was keeping it for the gold with Vagabond
Yeah.
mostly.
That makes sense. I didn't have a lot of gold by the end of it too, because I kept having to make everything glass.
How close?
Oh, I know.
Close match.
I don't think that at that, especially on Plasma, I think it's really, really difficult to get closer in score than we got on like 2 of those blinds.
Multiple, yeah. And like we're not even running the same build.
No. No, that. Well, I mean, we probably were when we were like
Right.
such a small fraction of a percent off. But when we that last one, we deviated quite a bit and still ended up.
I was fully confident that that hand lost. Like all I was up was 3 red seals from last time. I was like 32x. That's probably not.
Yeah,
five
I think I was.
but-
Well, the difference was I think I was down a red seal that I might have missed. I think after one of the recent PvP blinds, I got Temperance and Hermit, so I just said the Vagabond's gone. I need Jokers, and that's how I was
Yeah.
able to get the photo and the
I
family.
did you get out of Vagabond before the second Vagabond came? Because I sold out of Vagabond.
No.
The next shop there was another one. I'm like, that
No,
better
that-
not be a blueprint.
Wait, that could have been the
It might
family
have been
though.
the family. Did
Yeah.
you sell out of Vagabond for the family?
I can't remember, but it might have. No, I sold out of. I had Acrobat at one point. So maybe I just wasn't.
Oh, I see.
Maybe you were further in the shops than me just because of the mime on the gold cards.
Yeah, it was a lot of econ from that and faceless.
Was that for
All right,
gold
well, I
stake?
don't think it gives me a great chance at winning, but I gotta take you to gold stake.
Okay.
We knew it was
I sent
happening.
you a
Give me-
knock
give me
for
red deck.
streaming together over on Twitch.
Alright.
That thing.
I was just
Like
about to
discard back.
ask you the same thing.
I mean, I get it back too.
Wants to collaborate?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I'll
I'm
accept
not
that.
used to 2 discards. How do you even find your cards?
You
You're, like,
make sure
drawing a
you
pair, and
mute
that's
yourself
all you got.
on the stream together.
Yeah.
Look, even I know you don't always
And
go pair in
then-
PvP.
I think you need to go
Even
to
on gold
share
stake.
chat is on. Perfect.
All right.
There we go.
Well, good luck to you. You gotta at least let me get one. I need some points. You gotta let me get one win off of you.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Good luck.
Good luck.
Gold deck, red stake. Oh, sorry, gold stake, red deck. Couldn't be more
Yeah.
different.
Interesting. Bean's gonna take the free shop. I don't hate that on Gold Stake, but it's interesting to see these multiplayer players really love the free shop, even on White Stake. So not surprised here to see it on Gold Stake. I don't. Maybe it makes sense.
And Roffle here, suffering through the low-scoring flush to get out of the first blind. At least he found the whole thing. I've had times where recently could not find a flush in that first blind and just got completely punished.
It's a lot of mult possibilities.
Yeah,
Four of a
I do not
kind?
love a rental on gold, but
I don't. I probably sell out of that if I'm being. Also, did we grab the 4 of a kind level? Is that what we grabbed?
I couldn't say.
I missed it. I was messaging Vagabond the moment that he selected. Yeah, that seems audacious. I definitely prefer the Earth card there. It's much easier to get a full house than it is a 4 of a kind. But you know,
Scary
Credit
on
to
Ruffle's side, like not being able to really commit to any good mult. He takes the Sly Joker just because he knows he's not really going to be able to get through these early blinds with just +2 mult if he doesn't spend any money.
yeah. It's 2
And
pair.
there's a-
I think me get him there. No, I mean get some halfway there. Are we committing to ride the bus if we are being? Probably not. We're gonna grab the pants.
Like, there's some deep part of my gut that just says Roffle has lost this because he committed to an eternal pair 50 chips joker. Having that spot be taken up the whole game now, I think he's just never going to be able to build up to 5 jokers that are going to outclass whatever Bean finds, provided they don't kind of diverge wildly.
When Discord is getting botted, give me a second.
Roffle's Discord is getting botted.
Oh, lovely.
So he's going to figure that out. I'll let Bean know really quick.
Yep, sure thing.
Just a heads up, Bean, if you couldn't hit the timer, because Roffle's dealing with his Discord game botted.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries.
We may have a delay. I'll put on a halftime show, Gothic. I know those aren't really a thing in the UK. You guys actually appreciate the sport that you're watching, unlike Americans, but I can dance. Is this an advanced
friends behind?
An advanced leguming psyop is the craziest comment I've ever seen. I need to pin that. Where are you? There we go. You get a 20-minute pin. Thank you, Josh Stott. Just make the halftime show a second game. There you go. Can I belly dance? I actually can't.
My sister was in belly dance society at university, but that's all I know of the matter.
Honestly, I wish I could. It seems like, I mean, like, first of all, a fantastic workout. I can do anything I put my mind to. I have always, wow, Red Seal Holographic King. What a grab for Bean. And it makes this business card pretty worth it. Yeah, I guess Bean's still playing while Roffle deals with this, so we can commentate on that half of things. We have the business card. Yeah,
not going to hit the timer.
No. Have the business card, have the bootstraps. We're in a good spot. This is exactly why I prefer the full house, because right now we could just discard to go after it. We could also just play a straight if we want to play 3 face cards. But I think Roffle's going to aim to look and find more queens for the final hand.
There's another straight. And that holographic king going to solve everybody's problems. The 20 mult off of that is just so free. Although trips, you get 3 card triggers rather than 2 off of the king. So
up to $31, and this is really good for Bean. A, it's just great to have economy and gold stake, but B, oh my god, we get a copy of the purple stake. This is all of a sudden turning closer and closer in the white stake. Maybe at least purple stake for Bean in terms of difficulty. It's a good amount of money. We have generation. We have a good amount of face cards. We at least have mult to survive this next upcoming ante. I like it. They are talking. I'll listen in.
Sorry. Okay. Jesus Christ. Well, you can't join for now because I blocked everyone from joining because I was panic. Like, I just deleted every single channel. I don't know. There was nothing else I could figure out to do.
all right, Roffle is playing cards, so either has the situation in hand enough to continue or has just kind of left the dumpster fire to be.
Yeah, Roffle went ahead and deleted every single channel and then blocked entry into the Discord, which honestly, good move, because I do think Discord should be able to pull back the channels later after submitting a ticket. But yeah, the big failure on Discord's part, the fact that that was allowed to happen, because it obviously shouldn't be able to. And we'll go ahead and go into this big blind shop.
Oh, looks like further administration needed because we're not cashing out. Oh, there we go.
Time to put my
So Bean
server
did
on.
take the overstock voucher. Roffle can afford it along with business card, but that'll be him pretty much spent. Which is then his plus malt, which is a real tough line to draw. Or could skip for the $25. But it's just going to keep playing, get the interest, and then think about buying the voucher.
Yeah, I definitely think we need this voucher. I will say, Bean had it going into this big blind, the business card. I wonder, did we roll once? Or did it come from a judgment? Chat, did I just miss?
No, Roffle just didn't buy it in the shop.
Oh.
He had $14.
Oh.
It was there in the shop with the voucher, and he just took the interest instead to get overstock.
Okay, I apologize. That is surprising, though. Definitely want any kind of econ generation.
And like, I know the stress of trying to get to a stream that is going on, especially one where you're collaborating with other people and then you have technical difficulties.
Well,
but I can't imagine the stress of the admin of having to fix being botted in the middle of a PvP game where the points really do matter.
Coupon tag is not.
Yeah, no, complete. I mean, your mental state is.
But
you don't need any physical traits to compete in Balatro, but you definitely need a healthy mind.
There, I think.
It was all right. You know, there's a rental there. I got a couple packs though.
Yeah, I mean, I would consider that an above average coupon skip.
But I think as commissioner, you should step in and say, guys, we're running it back. We're going to reset the seed.
Speaking of rentals, you go for the Pants Gambit this time?
Don't have the Hex card, unfortunately, so it wasn't much of an option. Okay.
I feel like if I did that, I should have done it probably before the PvP.
Yeah, the moment passed.
It seems pretty good.
It's not too shabby.
C-Dubs sending Roffle some love.
Did you get the rental fortune teller? That extra malt was carrying me through.
I can believe that, yeah. No, I did. Of course I picked it up. Everyone knows how much I love fortune teller.
Right.
Well, we do have a pair set up on Roffle's side. So Space Joker, it's going to be a Gambit. I think it's probably going to be the route we go. Obviously, with this red deck, it's more likely that Bean can consistently draw like the 4 of a kinds, these big hands he's kind of searching for. But a reminder, we are on gold stake. Like, it feels weird because it feels like Bean's in a very good position. But I think if you're on Roffle's side, you just have to hope that there's not more available in the shop coming forward. And also, again, Bean just needs to brick one draw. That's a life loss, and all of a sudden we're even.
Yeah, we don't have that extensive tarot generation that we had in the previous round at all. Like, there's a purple seal, I think, is just 2 purple seals.
2 purple seals.
So it does have some work going on there for him.
Maybe that's enough. The 2 purple seals.
Roffle just barely making it out of the blind there with 3,300 points on a 3,200 point goal.
Oh,
and there's the idol.
I mean, yeah, actually, I think Roffle may have to take Burnt here. We're committed to the pair build. Yeah, I mean, the route for Roffle's win here. Oh, no, he does take the idol. I thought the route for Roffle's win is you skip the idol, and then you just kind of pray that it doesn't work out for your opponent. And I don't think it's a prayer that's like, you just threw the game at that point. There's no chance you win. I think there's a lot of seeds on Gold Stake where your opponent's never going to get that idol online. I will say the fact that Bean has 2 purple seals makes it a lot more possible.
Yeah, like maybe you have to take idle and then really focus in on like 4s or 5s rather than face cards, because you know your opponent's going to go for those face cards. So you have to pivot in a way where you think there might be some ground to be made up, because if you're going to try and play the exact same way they're likely going to play, you're probably on the back foot with the Eternal Joker that you've already taken and the commitments that you've already made up to this point. Spaceman doing nothing. Sixth Sense.
Okay. Can you do Sixth Sense? Oh my god, a second King Red Seal? What is up with... This is just insane. You can try and do Sixth Sense, Gothic, but I mean, maybe you do it one time. Like, again, you're just risking not getting your draw. Bean's not even going to do it. I mean... Oh, or I do like this play. You hold on to it to see if you were going to get your draw, and then maybe you could play it, but... Yeah, the no business card decision definitely puts Roffle quite a bit behind.
And I do wonder if that Red Seal holographic king had been at the bottom of the deck, would Bean have gotten out of there comfortably at least?
You always draw it.
Yeah, that's the way you go forward. You just find one really good card and you always draw it, and you never lose.
Wow, this is a lot. I mean, the smiley face rental isn't the worst thing in the world, but it's not a fun rental. We also did lose a life on Roffle side. We did lose a life on Bean side. The Gold Stake really coming through. Well, not breezing through every blind, but breezing through some of them.
And
Let's
Bean
listen
here now wanting to discard 6s anyway.
Lobby settings.
Did you?
Well, actually, we both died to the small blind, so.
Well, let's not go too far. One of us died to the big blind, which is notably very
Oh.
much bigger.
It is larger, huh?
Mm-hmm.
This is why I play red deck, though, because my potential here, quite high, if the cards show up.
Do have to show up, though, don't they?
Yeah, it's a problem I ran into in the small blind. Maybe I'll do that. Oh, yucks, I used my discard too soon.
Minus a purple seal, minus $5 for Bean, but
Ooh.
gets the 4 of a kind.
Goodbye, ride the bus value.
Which one?
I feel like Roffle's gonna be able to
Probably
see the score
this.
and know they can't put it up. It's gonna be pretty insanely high.
All right. Here it is.
There's a lot of Queen of Hearts.
Ooh, Spaceman proc there, by the way.
You getting Spaceman procs? Wait, that means I'm due for one, right?
It's gonna hit on this hand.
That's a nice
bring it
amount
up
of
to
points,
69?
chat.
It's one transposition to being perfect.
Yep. Oh, nope.
Okay. I was gonna be sad if I lost that one. I made a minor error, but it was calculated.
Oh, a stickerless rebate for Roffle. The thing is, can
Excuse me.
Roffle
Good luck.
survive these blinds? I
Especially considering he just lost some of his mult in the ride the bus. He's
Yeah.
getting out of that now.
like the bootstraps was in a okay-ish place, but we obviously want to spend money to find
Spend
better
money.
things. That's why, I mean, it's never bootstraps in a multiplayer game, because in a multiplayer game you're always striving for better, versus I feel like in an anti-8 run you can at some point be like, this is enough money, I don't have to be better, I just have to beat the next blind. In PvP you always have to strive for more and more and more. The blackboard probably saves Roffle. Emphasis on the probably. I don't know.
All that time with Space Joker and just a level 2 pair.
Yeah, that's a common day with Space Joker. I think Roffle is not going to have enough here to beat the blind. The more I look at the math here, we're going to be at like 100 times. Wait, Roffle didn't get... Oh, never mind. We're going to be okay. With blackboard value, actually, yeah, it's 40. It's like 4,500. Actually, I miss... because they both lost lives last ante, I thought we were an ante ahead. I didn't realize it's only 9k at the moment. Still, Roffle needs to consistently get this value, but we at least are alive.
And with a suit changer and a strength card, maybe something like Flush House gets enough base value to kind of keep us moving forward. But
Yes, and
it's surviving, not thriving, and it's not going to be enough, I worry.
Yeah, right now it's. I mean, you put it perfectly. I think Gothic. It is exactly that. We are surviving, and we're not really building towards anything versus being. I mean, look at the deck. It's gorgeous, and again, a lot of it's off the back of that business card that Roffle passed. That again, don't want to harp on it too much, because I do think Roffle got a tad bit distracted with everything going on. And
Roffle has disconnected for me.
yeah, for me too.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, he's back.
Quick refresh for him.
And we're alive. Oh my god. Did we hit a wheel on that? Ice cream for 10 molt? On Beanside? I think we did. I think this wheel does give a holographic. It
Didn't to Roffle, unless there's another one.
There must be another one. We do have purple seals on Beanside, so it could have very likely ripped to this ante.
And Immolate hits the glass 6. Never like to see it, but hopefully not the end of the world. Question in chat, Zeno, is the wheel Q anti-based?
Yes. And there you go. It is anti-base. My YouTube chat is flooded by bots. They're not even coming through on the restream. Okay. Let me go ban them all. You got this, Gothic. Oh, we just skip. Yeah, this feels very targeted by someone. First Roffle's chat, or Roffle's Discord, and then my YouTube chat. And then we had several bots probing my Discord, so obviously someone not a big fan of Major League Balatro. But that's okay, because they're probably a fucking loser, or a child, who's also a loser, but hopefully they grow out of it.
Being thinking about the Vagabond again?
Since
It's
if
only
we had
5 turns of it.
If we had the same rebate as Roffle, I don't do this. But because ours is perishable, I think I'd go with the Vagabond. Also, with Roffle on 1 life, it could definitely give you something to just like win here. But let's see.
Hello.
Hello. I've got my cannons loaded here.
Like Moon Strength versus Chariot Death is
Got a fifth of a beam.
certainly some manipulation
find
into
the
a strong
cards.
hand, but
I thought that was banned for
And we'll put
PvP.
is it going to be
to
enough?
use. Oh, right. True, it is disabled. I forgot about that part. That's unfortunate.
Is it?
Can we find any more Deuce of Clubs? We can. That's huge. That's flush 5 in clubs, right?
Yeah, that's a flush 5. We
Please.
don't get
Come on, surely I still
the
find the cards I want.
blackboard value,
Okay.
which is... Oh, no, we
But
will.
with Idle on 2 of clubs.
No, it's better to just put all the clubs in the moon. It's going to be close. I think
Here
Bean may have it,
is
though.
the hand.
That's two. That's like 2 X's down there. Well, no. Especially with
gets
the
smaller
glass
every
deuce.
time.
You're not even making me work for it this time.
What a draw by Roffle. I do have questions, Gothic, on what we do
Probably
from
shouldn't
here,
take any
but this is
chances
a
here on 1
PvP
life.
victory.
Probably smart.
Of course, 1 breaks.
Oh, okay. That's a big number.
What do you mean, what do we do from here?
Not a small
For
one.
Roffle.
All right, good luck.
Good luck.
Oh, just like in regards to his path forward in the game, not like
In the game.
oh, every stream's exploding, and I guess we're just gonna go and crawl in a hole and turn all the computers
No.
off.
What does Roffle do in the game here? I mean, we sell bootstraps for this photo. We got 2 of clubs again. I mean, we could skip. We have 4 2 of clubs. We could do. I don't know.
And it's
No.
two blinds you don't have to risk playing
Yeah.
on gold stake with mediocre hands.
We're gonna need we actually need like a flush house to get out. Okay, maybe that was an exaggeration.
Three pairs with face cards in, but
Yeah.
that's not one of them. Oh, that's not so bad.
We unfortunately have to just discard this without rebate value because we have to play all pairs.
Right now, this has just turned into me entirely watching what's happening with Roffle's side of things and not paying any attention to what's going on with Bean.
Well, it's funny because Bean has so much more they can do. They have both these purple seals. They also still have the rebate, though only one thing left with it. Uh-oh. Is this enough? I don't think so. I think that's GG. We got a very bad draw from Roffle's side. All red and
He's
diamond
fun.
cards.
He's fun.
Oh, yeah. I thought for sure because the 10 molt with with the blackboard was like not going to be multiplied at all. That was not going to be enough. A nice hangman and magician.
And everyone's favorite ball, talking about Venus.
How dare you? I am appalled and offended.
Well, I'm downpulled and unended.
Wow, get rid of the lucky. I mean, I guess. No, you can't. We can't. There's no way. We can't. We can't sell the rebate. That's giving up. I don't like that play.
How many pairs do we have in Constellation right now?
Well, in Constellation,
23.
0. But Supernova, we got 23.
That's the one. It's all space stuff, right?
It's all space stuff. We had Space Joker earlier. Yeah, unfortunately, I feel like
Roffle
the
screaming into a vacuum.
the real only chance for Roffle right now is a misdraw from Bean, and Bean is actually doing a pretty solid job. Oh, I was gonna say thinning out the deck, but doesn't use the Fool on the Hangman and grabs a Mars. I'm a little surprised by that. Thought we were gonna Fool that for another Hangman, get down to 50, start feeling really good about getting the draws.
10 of spades for Roffle's idol going into the boss blind, I believe. Yes, I can check our wonderful overlay and see the pips in the top left corner of his screen.
Again, this overlay done by support class. We do have 3 10 of spades now. 4 10 of spades now. And a Justice. And level 4 of a kind.
His deck is 5 cards thinner than Bean's.
It is. It's still going to be tough.
I don't like to play favorites as a commentator, but I would love to see Roffle clinch this victory and go to 1 point to 1 point.
Oh, it
just
would be...
to see him kind of retaliate through the horrible Discord attack he had to get through earlier. And Bean with 64,240 points again. Just the number he loves to make.
Idle hit for Bean. That is... They heard what you wanted, Gothic. You can never tell the Balatro gods.
They will smite you down.
Yeah. They don't want to see us happy.
Well, I'll keep my prayers to myself ahead of my game tomorrow with Nemo.
1 second. No, I'm getting a call.
Alright, how we looking?
Well, I said the cannons were loaded last time, and then you kind of made a fool of me. But the cannons are loaded here, so you don't gotta worry about that.
Okay. Happy to hear that.
All right, and Bean with his hand.
They are indeed loaded.
+5, King of Hearts, 2 glass.
He's gonna put up like an E number in gold stake in what I think was not an easy gold stake seed, mind you. I think Bean navigated this beautifully.
Okay, you started with that though. Was that a pair?
Maybe. The supernova is not going to ramp itself.
Right.
King of Clubs
There
being a red seal
is
holographic
it.
means it's putting
I
up
don't think
20
there
extra
is.
malt ahead of all the other X malt going on here.
There's no way I feel like this is better than playing the extra king. Well, I guess it's a 2x on
'Cause
chips.
this is with that. Okay.
Yeah.
Here.
It's a weird hand.
Here's the cards.
I kind of feel like just the flush 5 with all the King of Hearts might be best, but maybe I'm wrong.
This is why we don't have the calculator, so that
Yeah.
we
Like
get
a
this
one
fuzziness.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely can't beat that.
Okay. Yeah, that's a big number for gold stake.
I mean,
Guess
I've seen
Eternal
bigger. I
Joker
just
helps. Have you gotten a gold stake in an imp?
no, I tried like for one stream and like because it has such a high failure rate, chat became annoying and I didn't want to do it ever again. So
Yeah,
maybe
I
I'll
think
try
if I-
sometime off stream, but
I think if I tried, it'd probably be longer than my 100% stream.
I mean, I've got this for you at least.
Oh, you also took that. Just
Very similar. I mean, they end up with similar S Jokers
I
at the
imagine
end.
I got
It's
a
just,
lot of glass from the Tarot Merchant at the end there.
I couldn't get my econ under control to make that kind of play.
Yeah, it's just this business card. I think it was like 75%.
I had the business card showed up when I still needed the bus to survive the blinds.
The bus. I was doing bootstraps
Oh,
instead, 'cause
so
I
that's
I
why
didn't have
Roffle
beta
didn't grab
tickets.
it.
I did I did that, but it got.
I mean,
a
I
little
don't
too low.
necessarily agree with it, but at least for a second I was just like, what? I thought it truly was just they
just
did
need,
not
like,
register as business
Can
card.
we get something that isn't an idle seed for a change?
Yeah, that's been both games. Just
Yeah.
idle hits or not, and then the lives dwindle from that.
Right, Balatro gods have
At
heard
least I'm getting
that
practice.
we are
like,
definitely getting an
managing
idle seed.
idle
Yeah.
off
Yep,
hits,
yep,
but
yep.
I needed that before.
You
matching
learned
up against you,
Gothic.
not during the matchup.
All
I'll
right.
be right back.
One.
3.
Okay.
You again.
Yeah, we're going back to gold stake, so it worked so well this time. Surely it's
Come
it's a
on.
foolproof.
You haven't learned. You haven't learned. We could go to like green deck or something. I'll take anything.
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, I was gonna go Nebula deck if anything.
Oh.
Are we sticking
Sure, I
on?
was using my toe slots there. Yeah, I think I got to go red.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Same matchup.
Jano, don't you dare put an idol in the seed.
Oh,
Good luck
Ruffle
to
doesn't
you.
know I put it there.
All right. That's an
There's
easy
the
skip.
$25 skip coming up. Something I would definitely
Just
be
need to get
thinking
some
about.
form of scoring here.
But first of all, we have to see if we can get out of these blinds. Ruffle going towards the straight.
I leave for 1 second and chat asks
know
what
why
the
I do
score
this
is.
myself.
I didn't have the score up for 1 second. I swear, Gothic, you always have to have the score of the game up.
It's on the overlay.
I should have just got
It was changing for 1 second while I reset it, and I got three messages.
Well, you stepped away to take your phone call, and Ruffle looked dead at the camera, pointed at the camera, and said, "Zeno, don't you dare put an idol in this seed." And I just
John
wanted him to know
Favreau's
that I put it there.
got bad news for him. We're running it
I
back.
put the idol there.
Okay. There you go. Yeah. That's what we believe it on.
High probability
Alright.
that
Ruffle committing to straights, it seems.
if we were on another deck, I would make this play.
Well, again, runner is As Doc has said, as many
I
have
think
said.
there's a high probability
Roffle's
that
still
Bean is
unmuted.
taking that face.
Runner is sorry, I lost my train of thought because I had to mute Roffle. Runner is a pair card. You build it up so that you can have chips with your pairs or high card, for example. I think we're taking this crazy Joker just to survive. If we could have just gone a Saturn level, though, I prefer that over the crazy Joker because, I mean, A, it's expensive, but also B, we actually want to play like 2 straights to scale the runner more quickly.
And once again, Bean taking the economy Joker.
Yes. Gets out, survives.
Well, he found a straight flush, so it makes it easy to get out with no scoring in the first big blind when you do. And there is a Bean and a Brainstorm.
That Brainstorm is going to greatly benefit Bean over Roffle, and I fear that this is going to give not an insurmountable lead, but it is going to give one heck of a lead to Bean until we find another Econ Joker that Roffle could utilize.
Well, what about a polychrome delayed gratification?
Not copyable by Brainstorm, unfortunately. Sorry, the Balatro gods heard. Let me specify a copyable Econ Joker. They had to give us the one that did. It's also
they gave us
$9
egg as well.
Wow, this
Egg's
is
right there waiting.
This could be a sigil into a lot of straight flushes for Roffle. Also, a lot
clubbing.
Wow, there was not a lot of clubs in that draw, so we have a metric ton now. We also probably have flush house as a way to win this PvP. Gotta take the polychrome probably for the 1.5. Bean will see Brainstorm in this upcoming shop chat.
Roffle, show us the deck. We want to see your clubs.
I don't know if I want to see Roffle's clubs. Roffle can keep his clubs to himself.
He hides them on the backside of his body where he doesn't have a back of a shirt, as Nandre informed me.
Yeah, it's a crazy setup.
21 clubs. But only jacks, 10s, and 6s to make a full flush house by the looks of things.
Okay, 4 of a kind level. I mean, it's likely we can get 4 of a kind with this Bean for this PvP.
And again, using the Hanged Man to get rid of 2s instead of 9s or 7s.
Yeah, it's intriguing. Bean really hates the idea of ever getting hack as a Joker.
He's a consummate professional.
Yeah.
There's no hacking for him.
The money difference as it stands is going to be $50 because of this faceless Brainstorm. I mean, it just brutal for Roffle. Reserve parking now? Oh no, chat. Passes or no, grabs it. Some fast clicking. A face or a scary face?
Yeah, why buy and use the Temperance when you can buy the Temperance, buy a 5th Joker, then use the Temperance?
I probably a misplay. I always forget to do it, and then I slam my head against the back of my chair. We're just making extra
more
jacks.
jacks of clubs.
Only one uncommon Joker. Yeah, there's a lot of seeds where Roffles plays these 2 games work out. Unfortunately, it's not been these 2 seeds. It's really
How's your
been
idol
brutal.
looking this time?
It didn't hit, so I decided not to follow you on that skip.
Makes sense.
But I'm surprised by that skip. There's a lot I want to do in these plans. I don't think $25 can justify missing one.
I need to take notes on these legumings before I have
$25
Roffle in my
is a lot
match
of
in
money.
2 weeks' time, and Bean, I think, in... No, Bean in 2 weeks and
Maybe
Roffle in
percent.
3 weeks, I think.
Yeah,
Wow.
the
Mr.
gauntlet.
$10,000 money bag tournament over here.
Yep. Yep. It just the Balatro bucks come easily with this Joker I've got. Actually, I just realized it's debuffed here. It's not even helping me.
Like, I'm hitting straight flushes without even having to discard. What are we talking about?
Yeah, I'm surprised you're putting up the numbers you're putting up with skipping there.
Wow, Roffle, I don't think should play that hand. We could have waited to see what Bean put
Ooh,
up,
let's do one of
and then
these.
decided or not if we wanted to get the $6 from delayed gratification.
Then surely I don't miss it.
Well,
It's okay.
bottom deck's all the jacks.
Not my best work. Okay, I guess that's all I got.
Alright. Well, I need all the lives you're going to give me, so
Well, works out for Roffle.
I'll take it.
All right. See you
Good
soon.
luck.
Pays that rental fee, but then does get out with the delayed gratification cash.
Definitely think we sell crazy for Supernova here, just to not pay the rental fee going forward. Does EAN stand for? Where are you seeing EAN? Oh, never mind. The commenters are being funny. Roffle surely saying something about C-dubs. Surely saying something about C-dubs as we see this Ouija. It's a simple play for being with the cryptid.
I think we gotta, right?
We can't deal with the less hand size. It's so brutal. Once this bean is gone.
He's got the paintbrush.
How many cards is it? Oh, he's running it.
Oops,
Well-
all deuces.
You're really hoping for a face card. If I'm not gonna get a face card, I rather it be twos. 3, 4s, or 5s, so. We are now a hack away from this game. Looking nice for Roffle, maybe.
Just a nice idle. Always picking the twos.
I mean, it's possible.
It's in the script, Zeno. Keep up.
Oh, yeah, I don't know how to read. I don't know how I've gone to this point, but
I got an email recently to my Gothic Lord UK email, and it had all of my information, and it was talking about who I was, and I was like, what is going on? How do they know? And it was my shipping documentation for my Balatro jersey. I just didn't put two and
Classic.
two together very fast.
I've accidentally purchased things with my business email before, and I was like, wait, what is happening?
Terrifying.
Cookie Brigade Buffy.
I assume
Interesting
it's coming
that
by plane, not boat, but I have no idea.
I believe so as well. We're playing a lot of 4 of a kinds to get Supernova up on 4 of a kinds, and I just don't think that's necessarily the play, but I guess it's not. Oh my god, the family is coming up, but it's 5 rerolls deep. There's no way. There's no way we see it. Oh, that would have been so good for... I mean, both of our competitors, but really good for Roffle, and I fear that is the nail in the proverbial coffin. Hack was there. Well, the thing is, chat, Roffle is done shopping. So he can't see the hack. And also, hack does nothing right now without glass. Yeah, I mean, this... I think you just gotta take the Econ Joker no matter what. Is what this is telling us. Like, again, it's just been so widened by the brainstorm. This game would be a lot closer if it wasn't for the brainstorm. We also have an Eternal Hit the Road for Bean, which isn't the worst X-Molt, but I think with the amount of money we're generating, crazily enough, even on Gold Stake, we probably can afford to pass it up.
And are those jacks where he wants to be playing his 4 of a kinds? So
Yes. So it'd be more so like, oh, we have enough jacks, now I can discard extras. It'd be a little weird. 8-ball with the brainstorm is not terrible, but not really a place to get rid of anything except for Scary Face. We're going to go ahead and listen in.
Okay. I may have gone a little off the rails here.
Interesting. How many? Do you have a lot of Eternals right now? I saw a lot that were tempting me.
No, that's not the issue.
Maybe the opposite of that.
No,
You'll
no,
have to
no.
tell.
You'll see soon enough. Relax. It's gonna be
Alright.
okay.
Let's try this.
That seems better than what I'm capable of right now.
The interesting
surprised
part too
how
with
quickly it
Gothic
scales.
about Major League Balatro is with Glass, you never know
Especially with this
if
run
it's a huge Joker difference or your opponent just has 4 glass cards or something.
All right. GG.
yeah, like it's such like a disorienting thing where
Good thing we got that one
you're
life on
playing
him.
PvP and suddenly you see your opponent post scores that are
The Faceless!
eons above.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, this family is so good in this run that is a huge win for Bean. But now that Roffle has Faceless, how many face cards do we have? How many did that Ouija, like, hurt? I guess that's the question. But it's a
There's
little...
Polychrome 3 of spades. Shame it's not a 2 of spades. If Roffle found that would be something else to help. But
We
13
probably...
strength's not going to happen.
True, but I think we may grab it for, like, a flush house. It at least works with hack.
Yeah, as I was saying, like if you're playing PvP and your opponent just posts some humongous score that you can't even comprehend,
Yeah.
it's hard to even deduce where that change of score might have come from.
Yeah. We didn't use the glass that round for Bean. Versus Roffle places it, so unblocks Justice from showing up in, let's say, the Arcana pack. And then with just the sheer amount of 2s that Roffle has, it is likely that if we do see a Justice in our Arcana pack, or it's
There's
just...
Justice right in the shop.
Okay.
And a death.
Death. We have 5 glass. I mean, we have accomplished it on Roffle's side. We're going to have 2 for Bean, however. Yeah, we really, really wish we could have saw that hack last ante for Roffle, but of course, hack can always come back. In fact,
Doc, that is how we attract hacks.
that is, speaking of hack, not that this is a hack, but that call was actually from an about how a comedy show I was supposed to go to tomorrow got canceled, unfortunately.
Ah. Have I told you the tale about how I used to do stand-up comedy?
I mean, you still do. You just do it on Twitch.
Ew.
I guess the
I told,
real.
like,
No, go ahead. Go.
I keep telling my my viewers, if I ever get to 100,000 subscribers, I'll release the tapes.
I've never ever in my life heard a better incentive to go subscribe to Gothic Lord UK. I want these so bad. Twitch is sit down comedy. Not if you're Roffle. Scoring too much there. Oh, a polychrome juggler.
Could be the case that Roffle simply never sits because he has hemorrhoids, and this is his only way of gaming and not having to sit.
That's the most non-Dre thing I've ever heard out of you, Gothic. But it makes you wonder. I think it's possible. Oh, we have Hone. The Hone made that 3 polychrome, and it was only holographic for Roffle. So, Hone having a slight difference there. Not one that I think is going to be too vital in this game, but...
And being just so many more rerolls through this shop.
Yeah. We're not going to find that polychrome juggler, and very likely wouldn't be polychrome. The key here is this photograph, which we do find, also not polychrome, is instead holographic, but we can't even use it on Roffle's side, so let's listen in.
So I take it your idle hit?
Well, that's how I got to PvP so quickly.
Well, yeah, I mean, you didn't use the timer.
Oh, I actually am anti-timer. That's why I didn't hit it.
Suddenly, for the first time?
Or is it just a mental warfare of not knowing? What could he possibly be skipping for?
I think if you're Roffle, you have to try and get all glass here so you can get rid of both these 2s and search for the faceless proc.
And I explicitly asked for not an idle seed, too. I can't believe you would do this to me.
God, I hope it shows up.
Yeah, I'm
be funny.
afraid you asked the wrong guy. You asked Zeno, but I got my script writers on the case, and they said more idols.
Yeah, this is going to be quite a lot of points. Roffle's going to look up, see the number.
All right, sir.
The idol was doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Seems like it. Could be an ancient Joker as well, I guess.
I think Roffle may know that it was the
Really
photograph.
anything you can copy it gets there.
Yeah. Well, let's be clear, not anything, because
I mean, family
I'm copying something
brainstorm helped a lot there too.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But we did have that last PvP, right? So the difference, that one was the photo and 2 glass, doing an X8 total, gain us from that, whatever we were at, a few 100,000 to a couple million.
Not even a moment's consideration for Smiley Face.
No, we're definitely not going to ever be playing face cards on Roffle side. We also only have the tier 1 version of that reroll vouchers versus it is the second tier for Bean. So now Bean not only more money, but is also going to get deeper in the shop with less money. This is looking grim. and I am not talking about the spectral card. I mean, the econ difference is just wild to see.
Just 2x. Just a casual 2x.
That's brainstorm for you. So double the econ difference.
So I want to hear your take on this as an idea for a side event in between seasons. We do some PvP matches, but we take out every single form of X malt out of the game, so you're only left with plus malt and plus chips.
I think it would be fun.
I think it would feel like an entirely different game.
I could definitely see that. In terms of like the entirely different game. Like it definitely would be an entirely different game.
It just turned into how many levels can you cram in and how many stacked X malt jokers can you put one in front of the other?
Very quickly, I am just gonna help make sure Vagabond's got everything set up.
Sure thing.
With that game starting with Bear and Rareness, we wrap this one up. I mean, what are the outs here? Are maybe hack. I don't even know if that does it on its own. Because we have, well, it would do it. It would be enough. I mean, our out is hack. There it is, Gothic.
Or idle that only hits 2s.
Or an idol that only hits 2s. The thing is, anything we see on Roffle side, Bean will also see. So hack is the thing that truly just benefits Roffle.
Yeah. Move faceless. No, he's losing value here. Keeping runner on the left while he's doing his discards.
Oh no. The Yuri is complete as well. And that is just, I mean, Roffle never sees that. It is the G'est of G's. The goodest of little games.
And it's tough because, like, Roffle still has 2 lives. He still has to get through so many more blinds, not even knowing that he's almost doomed effectively. Roffle taking an extra skip tag.
Oh, we do have both reroll vouchers. I apologize. Never mind, we're not doomed. We just hadn't picked it up yet. We gotta roll one more. I mean, we have to roll like
all those deuces.
5 more. Oh no. Oh no. We'll listen in.
It's Joe.
Must be good timing again.
I didn't skip this time. No idle hit. The shops were pretty interesting.
There we go. We remembered.
All right. Here is the hand. This there was a lot in this seed going for me.
That must be nice. I think I just lost ante 1, maybe ante 2, from what I can gather.
Yeah, and this is a bad feeling when this is what
you
kind of
passed on
happens.
Faceless Joker and you went the Buffoon pack instead.
I have to wonder, at
Yeah.
what point does Roffle stop picking
that-
Gold Stake?
That will do it. The copy on the Faceless has.
Yeah, funny
carried me
enough,
so
when
much
I
this
played
game.
Roffle last season,
Well, I mean, I have it now. It's just I missed
beat
the
him
important
on
shots
Gold Stake
because I've
twice,
had a
and
lot
he
of money
beat me
recently.
on the White
I
Stake the
just,
one time.
didn't get the early ones.
I feel like it's commentary we've had out of Ruffle before that like he loses lives in Gold Stake and it doesn't go quite as smoothly as he wants it to, but it's still where he takes his games.
Alright.
So
I think
GG's.
Roffle could do well.
Hopefully, I'll make it to you in the next
purple
one.
or black.
My scoring is a little anemic right now.
I 100% thought you were on.
Bean thinking that Ruffle was on 1 life and just committing to all of his glass, not
Yeah.
realizing there was one more life to go.
Not gonna be a huge issue, obviously, for Bean, but that is a little funny. I mean, yeah.
Well, so far no hack.
So far.
Great chance for cash generation with this Bean holding such a large hand size. Zeno, you might have bots on your Discord server.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ, yeah. We're having the same thing happen. Security actions. 12 hours. Awesome pipes.
Ruffle just deciding how much glass is enough glass to get out without having to risk more than he needs to. Plays it exactly right. Bean with sock and busting
Chat,
now.
who
and
can
with the
help me?
jacks.
Who can help me with my server? I can mod you. Can someone help me, please? That's in my server. Drizzle, if you're in it, I'll mod you.
And yeah, Bean just sitting with the
I made you admin
The
on
full
Drizzle.
package.
If you could help ban everybody. Yeah, Bean is just in such a insanely better spot.
like the sock and buskin only has 5 rounds on it, but that's all he's gonna need. Trolls are just doing trolly things, chat.
Roffle with the hack wins. Roffle with the hack actually gets to like a decent score. With the hack copied by Brainstorm, we could have 5 to something. Ornate, do you Drizzle's trying to help out.
So, no sign of hack.
No sign of hack, no sign of any hope.
Unless being bottom decks like 15 jacks. Ruffle's going to get a full hand of glass. Bean 4 of a kind with 3 glass, but the triple re-triggers on Sock and Buskin and the photograph and the family. There's just no contest, unfortunately. And there is 9.6 billion for Bean.
What a game by Bean. I mean, a lot of it came down to that brainstorm as we listened in.
Chad somewhere just had better deck composition, it looks like.
Yeah, I had a lot of 4 of a kind levels.
Yeah.
Like level
So
13 or
I took a
something.
Ouija with a turtle bean and the hand size voucher.
Oh, yeah, there was the voucher, there was the troubadour, everything. I think I
Yeah.
crypted it a jack instead so I could play
That-
more 4 of a
that's-
kinds.
That was the smart play, especially after it rolled 2s, and then I saw so many. Like I saw a photograph. I saw everything but the blueprint and the family, so I wasn't catching up just from that like econ loss in the first ante anyway.
Yeah, just with Brainstorm showing up so early, being able to copy that, you miss so many
Mhm.
shops. It just sucks. There was a rental hack at some point, so like,
Oh,
could
well,
add
I
some.
don't think I was in a position to take it anyway. Like I was
Right.
like, yeah, I took the I guess the more conservative line early and got pretty punished for it.
Good games. I mean, the white stake one was the closest. I think you.
I know.
You
I
gotta
did
find
this
your
to
groove
myself
there.
last season as well, where I just kept bringing it to gold stake and losing everyone. But then I got overconfident after taking a game off of Vagabond last week on gold stake.
Oh, true. He is a good gold stake player for sure.
Yeah.
I just played like it's white stake and then I get lucky.
I don't think you got lucky. I don't think you got lucky either game. I think especially the second gold stake game. I think you just took the better early line, and the person with the more money should end up with the better jokers by the end, right? That's kind of how the game works.